So hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Now I have to just be upfront with you this week. I'm feeling massively uninspired. For anyone that watched my video last week, I'll put a link to it up here at Wenderholm. You will know I was feeling uninspired also last week. So yeah, things have not really got any better, and I think I'm in a bit of a photography slump, to be honest, which is a bit rubbish. So yeah, struggling to like film the vlog, and everything's just not too good at the minute. But I'm going to really try my best to drag myself out of this horrible slump. I went to Wenderholm last week deliberately because I feel really comfortable doing photography out on the coast and stuff. So I've read a lot about how going back to basics can really help you out, help you get out of a photography slump, and it's something that's kind of worked for me in the past as well. So. But yeah, it didn't work at all. It made things worse, and like I say, I left feeling even more uninspired. I just didn't really want to admit it last week. So this week I'm trying to do the opposite pretty much. I've come to the Woodland to try and do some intimate woodland photography, which is something that I never do, to be honest. I have done it in the past, but I've never come out exclusively just to do this sort of photography. So yeah, I'm doing it in the hope that it kind of challenges me a bit more and kind of gets my head going, gets my mind going, and hopefully re-inspires me again in my photography. But yeah, remains to be seen. I don't have a clue what's going to happen. So yeah, I'm going to explore the forest, try and look for the finer details, and like I say, really try and go intimate. I'll definitely say at this stage, if there's any opportunity for a non-intimate shot, something a little bit more wide, I'll probably still take the image. I'm not going to ignore the potential for a nice shot just because I'm here to do one type of photography, but we'll see. 2 or 3 hours till the sunset. I'm hoping we get some nice light during the golden hour. So yeah, without further ado, let's go and explore the forest. Right, so I've been wanting to photograph fern leaves actually in this forest for a while now. They're really gorgeous here, and I've spent the last sort of half an hour just in a really small section of this forest here and checking out all the different fern leaves. There's loads to choose from, but a lot of them are kind of damaged and almost a little bit rough looking, which wasn't really suiting what I was going for. But I have found this one here, this looks great, and it's kind of like healthy and clean looking, exactly what I'm after. Now we're getting a really nice sort of depth of field effect here, where we've got really nice focus on the leaves themselves, and then underneath you can see a little bit of the forest floor, which is like all dead sort of pine needles. And yeah, I really like the depth of field, and we're also getting a nice colour contrast as well between the greens of the leaves and the orange on the floor. So I'm really happy with it, but mostly I just really like the detail that we're capturing in these leaves. Now we're not quite in the golden hour just yet, but behind you guys we're getting some really nice sunlight, and as it comes through the trees it's filtering down, and every now and again we're getting some nice dappled light on these leaves as well, which is pretty much making the image. I think it's adding so much interest that it is making the image. So yeah, that's the composition, and a couple of things are working to help us out to add a little bit of interest. I'll talk you through my settings if anyone's interested. f3.5, which is really helping to get that depth of field effect. And then I've put the ISO to 400 because it's, even though we're getting that sunlight through there, it's still quite dingy, quite dark, as it often is in the forest. Which is giving me a shutter speed of 1/30 of a second. So if I have my ISO down only on 100, my shutter speed would be a lot slower. And even though it's not windy, the fern leaf is moving ever so slightly as we're getting the occasional breeze through the forest. So I need that shutter speed to be as fast as possible, but without putting my ISO up too high. So ISO 400, 1/30 of a second is fine. I've done a couple of test shots and it's clear enough for me. The image is sharp enough for me. So yeah, not a bad first image, and one that I was hoping to get whilst I was here. Right, so we're just getting into the old golden hour now, I think, and unfortunately the sun has decided to hide itself behind some clouds, which is a shame, because the woodland is a wonderful place to be during the golden hour. You get some gorgeous tones shining through the trees, so fingers crossed hopefully that really doesn't last too long, because it's kind of the reason that I came out this evening. But we'll wait and see. So yeah, I'm just going to keep exploring. I find the woodland such a challenging place to take photographs in general. I have so much respect for like good woodland photographers. I watched Simon Baxter and Adam Gibbs, who I think is based on Vancouver Island, and two of my favourite YouTubers actually. Definitely check them out if you haven't already. But I don't know how they do it in the woodland. It's amazing, like, because I love being in the woodland. I love coming out with my camera in the forest, but I find it so hard to like take good photographs. And I really feel like when I look at Simon Baxter's and Adam Gibbs' images in the woodland, you really sort of feel the emotion that I'm sort of feeling now when I'm in the forest. It's crazy. I don't know how they do it, but it's definitely something that I'd love to get better at, to be honest. 100%, because I do enjoy being out in the forest. I just think the photography side of things is so difficult. So yeah, a lot of respect for them guys. Hopefully I can improve. Hopefully I can find something intimate as well. I'm going to keep searching, and hopefully the sun comes back out. That would definitely be a bonus. So yeah, let's crack on. Alright, so that's me back to the car. The inspiration is just gone. At the minute, I just don't have anything. Couldn't find anything else in the forest. Yeah, the lack of light didn't help. But yeah, I don't really know what to say. I think I'm ready to leave New Zealand, to be honest. Obviously, one of the most beautiful countries in the world, but I mean, I've been here for 2 years now, shooting landscapes. So yeah, I'm just ready for somewhere new. I think naturally you're just gonna get tired of shooting the same landscapes over and over again. And I kind of hope that's what it is, because it's easily solvable. So yeah, I've got another month left here in New Zealand, which I will try my very best to make the most of before I leave. And yeah, hopefully I can solve this little photography slump out sooner rather than later. But yeah, at least I got one image, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you next week. Out.